Because the real fact is, we are here in a transitory place. It's not our regular place, home. Home is back there. So Prabhupada actually coined this phrase, back home, back to Godhead. So what we need to do, we need to be that wonderful association of devotees. Think of Krishna as much as possible. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna actually demands from us. Always think of me, become my devotee, offer obeisance to me and worship me. In this way, if you continue to do that, you will certainly come back to me. So this Krishna's assurance. So this message should reach as many people as possible, because we are all actually children of God. We have the same spiritual nature. He is the supreme soul, supreme spirit. We are individual spirit. But we have eternal relationship which we have forgotten. It's an opportunity to revive that spirit of relationship. So Maharaj accepted in sannyas. He simply traveled around, following Prabhupada's footsteps, going around many places. He must have traveled, I don't know, umpteen number of times around the world. On every continent where the civilization exists, Prabhupada was there. Maharaj was there. And then he also involved in constructing temples, goshalas, gurukulas, and then home for children and needy elders. So Maharaj is involved in so many other philanthropic activities, but always in relation to Krishna, not independent of Krishna. Everything is in relation to Krishna. So Maharaj has given thousands of talks. He has participated in great festivals like Rath Yatra, etc. And he himself has organized Rath Yatras. So I don't want to prolong this further, so you can get an idea about what kind of personality Maharaj is. Once again, we are very fortunate to have him here with us. As Srila mentioned, let's pay full attention to what he says, absorb, and should there be any clarification, please feel free to ask. We want you to take something away. Every time when you come to the temple, we want you to take something away which is going to be very meaningful in your life. Okay? Thank you very much. Hari Om.
जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन 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 यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन बल्लवा गिरिवर धारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र सचरी श्रृंखला भक्ति वेदांत गोस्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र सचरी श्रृंखला भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय। इस्कॉन बीवीटी फाउंडर चार्य हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णविंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासुदेव गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री गौर राधा कृष्ण गो गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की जय। श्री श्री वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की जय। श्री श्री नवदीप द्वारका धाम की जय। श्री धाम मायापुर धाम की जय। श्री श्री यमुना मई गंगमयी की जय। श्री श्री तुलसी देवी भक्ति देवी की जय। श्री श्री सामवेद भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री युग धर्म हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय। Our loving spiritual master, His divine grace, most merciful, Savior of the whole world, by spreading Sanatan Dharma, holy name, all over the world. Patit Pavan Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Patit Pavan Srila Prabhupada ISKCON Ottawa Yatra ki jai. Patit Pavan Srila Prabhupada Transcendental Book Distribution ki jai. निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी। All glories to humble devotees. All glories to humble devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Gaurang. All glories to His divine grace, Srila Prabhupada. Om Jnana Timrandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरं वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सागना रघुनाथं वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवम् राधा कृष्णा पादान् सागना ललिता श्री विशाखावितं च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत श्री राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। टुगेदर एवरीवन। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे। नमः ओम विष्णु पदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी समस्त देश तारणे पाश्चात्य देश तारणे। Dear devotees, brothers and mothers, young and old, everybody is welcome to this Sunday program, Sunday evening program. Devotees, whatever I say by the mercy of my Gurudev Srila Prabhupada, please listen carefully. And if you have any difficulty understanding what I am saying, in the end you can ask the question also on the same subject which I am talking. Devotees, in the little association of Srila Prabhupada, there was so much to learn. Prabhupada was ocean of wonderful qualities, wonderful qualities. He was very, very magnanimous, he was very kind, very merciful, very humble, very, I cannot even describe his wonderful qualities. How I was able to understand the difference of Prabhupada with other saints, because I had an association of different saints from my young age. But I couldn't find like Prabhupada. I couldn't find anybody like Prabhupada. So, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Swaharadam Sarvabhutanam, meaning I am the well-wisher of everyone. This we should remember. Because of our conditioned state, we forget this. Sometimes people accuse Krishna, but nobody, Krishna should never be accused for anything. Our karma should be accused. Krishna is very kind, very merciful. Who can understand the mercy of Krishna. One who is pure devotee. Srila Prabhupada, many people say Srila Prabhupada was pure devotee. I say Srila Prabhupada was not pure devotee. You may be struck with wonder over what I am saying. Then who he was? He was more than pure. Transcendental personality, very special personality. And how he was transcendental? See, single-handedly at the age of 70 to follow the order of his Gurudev, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, in 1922. In first meeting, one pure devotee recognized another pure devotee. He ordered him, "You are an educated young man. Why don't you preach this Krishna consciousness in English-speaking country?" Sometimes some selfish Indian says, even once I saw one man was quarreling with Prabhupada, why you didn't preach in India? Why you are preaching to the West? Because their minds are cripple-minded people. Whole world belongs to Krishna. Doesn't matter what kind of color we have, white, black, brown, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, man, woman, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. We all belong to Krishna. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Sarva yonishu kaunteya aham bija pradapita. I am the seed-giving father of all the living entities. So Srila Prabhupada was a devotee of very high stature, very high stature. I saw him, and out of his causeless mercy, he gave me his personal association. I saw him very closely, very closely. 24 hours staying with him and feeling his presence. Such a great soul is very rare. So, what was the greatness of Srila Prabhupada? Srila Prabhupada, whenever he wrote any letter to anybody, in the end he will write, "Your ever well-wisher." He was well-wisher of the whole world. You know, devotees, those who are, in real sense, those who are devotee, they have no discrimination. They respect all the souls. They see their Krishna everywhere. Take that shloka out. Krishna is everywhere. He is in all living entities. He is not that he is only in India. No, whole world belongs to Krishna. As Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, Bhoktaram Yaktapsam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. I am the owner, controller, and enjoyer of all the planetary system. Actually, everything belongs to Krishna. And our problem is, I am creating a proprietorship over Krishna's property. Then who I am a thief. A thief cannot be peaceful. But when we understand the things as they are, then only we can be peaceful. We have no peace. Everybody wants peace. Rather, people are in pieces. No peace. Peace can only come when our understanding becomes proper. And that is only possible by the mercy of a pure devotee like Srila Prabhupada. He, made the understanding of many souls around the world proper, and they understood, they followed him. Not that illiterate people, no. Very, very big scholars, professors. They became Srila Prabhupada's follower. So what was the beauty? The beauty of Srila Prabhupada was that he was totally on the transcendental plane. He was not on the bodily plane. In different degrees, we are all on the bodily plane. I think I am this body. I am the master. All I survey. But no, this is not. I am not the master. My original position is Jivere Swarup Hai Krishnere Nityadas. I am Krishna's eternal servant. But right now I have forgotten that. I think I am the master, I am not servant. This is the disease we have. So, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, I feel that it's a great gift of Lord Sri Krishna to the whole world. Prabhupada is a great gift. He presented this Krishna consciousness, Sanatana Dharma as it is, without any change, without any adulteration, and whole world accepts. Before I go further, my humble request, prayer to all of you, follow Prabhupada's teaching from the core of your heart. Follow them very seriously, and to whomever you meet, distribute those teachings. This way, Prabhupada will be very pleased, and the incarnation of this age, Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya is Krishna himself. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna nahi anya. Chaitanya is Krishna in the mood of Radharani. Brajendra Nandan Jai Sachi Suta Hoila Sai. One who was Brajendra Nandan Sri Krishna, he has become Sachi Nandan. Balaram Hoilo Nitai, Lal Balaram is Nityananda. So they appeared in this age of Kali, more than 500 years back. And what they did? Deen heen jato chila, Hari naam udhari lo. They came to save the fallen people of this Kali Yuga. We fallen people of Kali Yuga are very, very fallen. Full of lust, anger, greed, envy, aversion, falsehood, so many dirty qualities. And what we think, our purpose of life is to eat, drink and be merry. Enjoy the life. There is no enjoyment. There is no enjoyment in this material world. Krishna said that in this material world, Mama Petya Punarjanma Dukkhalyam Shashvatam. Those who are born, they are going to die. And this material world is a place of miseries. Owner, controller and enjoyer Sri Krishna is explaining this material world. But unless or until somebody like Prabhupada is there to explain us, we won't understand anything. Why? It is also explained in the Shastra. A milk is compared with a, nectar. Cow's milk especially. Not these Western cows. Proved already. Grade 1, grade 2, what is that? A1, A2. And Indian cow's milk is the best milk. And this cow's milk in the Western world is not good. Even these people are understanding now. They are importing the cows from India now. But unfortunately they kill them. This is not good, They take the milk and when they don't give milk, this is very sinful. Anyway, killing cows here or there, not good. So, Prabhupada taught us. Krishna is saying that I am the owner, controller, and enjoyer of all the planetary system. Krishna is explaining us how he is the owner, controller, and enjoyer. Because Prabhupada is transcendently situated. He knows the things as they are. His consciousness is not polluted like our consciousness. His pure consciousness, his clear consciousness. I only miss in my life Srila Prabhupada, I miss only him. Before I met Prabhupada, I used to miss my mother. My mother was very, very kind person, very kind person. And whatever I learned devotion from her, young age, I used to get up very early in the morning. She will get up 3 o'clock and all religious activities. But then, when I met Prabhupada, I forgot my mother. Because Prabhupada was so magnanimous personality, so kind personality, so wonderful. Because he was transcendently situated. So Prabhupada is explaining the things And if we want, actually we should all want. Me, you, he, she, everyone should want to understand. Actually, human life begins from here when person puts some question before the self. Who I am, from where I came, where I shall go after death, what is God, Krishna, what is my relationship with Krishna. This is the human life. Animals can't put these questions. Otherwise it is mentioned, ahara nidra bhaimetunach samanya vetat pashuve naranam dharmo hitesha adhiko vishesha dharmena hina pashuve samanam. Eating, sleeping, mating, defending. These four things are same between man and animal. What is the difference? We eat, they eat. We sleep, they sleep. We mate, they mate. We defend, they defend. But Krishna has given us the developed intelligence, discriminatory intelligence. Here is my mother. I have to touch her feet. According to Vedic culture. In the Western culture, it's not that they shake hands. Son is shaking hands with the father and mother. Hello. No. Vedic culture, touching the feet, getting the blessings. Mother. Then elder sister, one gets the blessing of elder sister. Younger sister, she is also respectable. Wife, she is also respectable. Daughter is all mothers, all women, but different relations. Only human being can understand. Animals, they are born from a same mother, sister and brother, and when they grow up, they become husband and wife. So this human life, as it is explained by Srila Prabhupada, is a gift of God to the whole world. But until somebody is there to explain, we can't understand. So repeatedly I say, Prabhupada is a gift to the whole world, for everyone, all the generations. I'm not here says I heard from, no. He gave me the opportunity to be with him, though it was very difficult that time. Very, very difficult. A situation arise in such a way that, Kalo, you come and join me as my servant in Vrindavan. So, saw him very closely. So, devotees, Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, this material world is a dukkha place of miseries. We should not look for happiness in this material world, because there is no happiness here. Prabhupada has given one example. Example is that a deer looking for a water in the desert. Is there a water in the desert? No. Water is at the bank of the river. But foolish animal looking for a water in the desert. He looks around in the desert, see for something shining like water. He thinks it's the water. Animal. He runs after that mirage. When he comes close, finds nothing. Becomes unhappy. Because he is animal, he cannot discriminate, he can understand. Again in the same desert he looks for happiness. See again water somewhere. Runs after that mirage. Reach there, nothing. Third, fourth. His body water gets finished and he dies there. Same is our position. We are looking for happiness. Indians are looking for happiness, so go to the Western world. Very nice, very happy. I am coming to the Western world, by Prabhupada's mercy, since long, As Gurudas Prabhu said that when I came last. So, I don't see anybody happy here. Is there happiness here in the Western world?
A little bit.
Huh?
Yes, a little bit.
This is so-called happiness. Little bit is so-called happiness. It turns after little bit happiness, then turns into frustration. No happiness. We should be frank, there's no happiness. No happiness anywhere in the world. Happiness is only like a water is at the bank of the river, water is not in the desert. Same way, happiness not in this material world, happiness is unto the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. We belong to Krishna. Krishna is saying, Sarva yonishu kaunteya aham bija pradapita. I am the seed-giving father of all the living entities. He is our real father. He is saying in Bhagavad Gita also. And we are such children of Krishna that we have given up our father Krishna. Why? Krishna is fully independent. He is not dependent upon anyone. We are his part and parcel. Krishna is just like an ocean, and there is a drop of ocean from the sea. Same qualities you find in the drop and in the ocean, but difference is drop is very small, ocean is very big. Krishna is like an ocean, we are like a drop. Qualitatively we are as good as Krishna, but quantitatively very small. We are very small, Krishna is very big. So we belong to him, and one quality of Krishna is he is independent. So we have also independence, minute independence. Little independence we have, and we have misused that little independence. Krishna bhuliya jiva bhoga vamsha kare, pashyate maya tare japatiya tare. Jiva, we are all jivas. After forgetting Krishna, he wanted to enjoy independent of him. Then what happened? We came under the sway of Maya. Maya is Krishna's police. Actually, Maya means which is not, that is Maya. Krishna's police punishes us. This is her business. So devotees, our only business is to turn our face towards Krishna, turn our face towards the lotus feet of Krishna, become his devotee, surrender unto him, do everything for him, as he has mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Yat karoshi, yad ashnashi, yad johosi dadasi yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kursham madarpanam. O son of Kunti, whatever you do, you should do as an offering towards me. Why he is saying to us this? Because we belong to him. And without coming to the contact of Krishna, by the mercy of pure devotees like Srila Prabhupada, we will keep on suffering perpetually. We will keep on changing bodies life after life, body to body, this body, that body. And it is very, very painful for this soul. Changing different bodies is very painful for this soul. It's not good. Prabhupada says that you can imagine if you are packed in a cellophane bag and hanged upside down, same is the position of a baby in the womb of the mother. Baby cannot move this way, that way, and so much suffering. Garbha yoni is very, very painful, very, very painful. And we have to get rid of this Garbha yoni, changing different bodies. And that is the only possible, devotees, by the mercy of Krishna. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita I was mentioning, I will read this from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Sthavara jangama dekhe, na dekhe tara murti. Sarvatra haya nija ishtadeva sufurti. Very important. It's Madhya Leela, chapter 8, verse 274. Sthavara jangama dekhe, na dekhe tara murti, sarvatra haya nija ishtadeva sufurti. Lord Chaitanya instructing Ramananda Rai. The Maha-Bhagavat, the advanced devotee. I always call Srila Prabhupada Maha-Bhagavat. Prabhupada ki. The Maha-Bhagavat, the advanced devotee, certainly sees everything mobile and immobile. Certainly thinks everything mobile and immobile, but he does not exactly see their forms. He doesn't see their form. Then what he sees? Rather, everywhere he immediately sees manifest very special person. Sees Krishna everywhere. We have to see Krishna everywhere. This is Krishna's creation. This whole world is Krishna's creation. There was a time when Maharaja Bharat, this planet was named after Maharaja Bharat. Maharaja Bharat was the king of the whole world. It is proved that the whole world was Bharatvarsh. You know this Argentina, South America? It was named after Arjun, Argentina. And in excavation in South America, different places, Vishnu Murtis were found. In Greek, they found the painting of Lord Nrsimhadev. How Lord Nrsimhadev went to Greek? They found the painting of Krishna holding flute in his hand, standing Kaliya serpent. Painted in a Greek style. So Krishna is the master of the whole world. Krishna, actually this planet where we are living is very, very small, very small. That's why the Brahma of this planet has 4 heads. 5,000 years back, when Lord Sri Krishna was displaying his beautiful pastime here, first Brahmaji tested Krishna. Oh, how this boy can be the Lord? Brahmaji became suspicious. And he wanted to test Krishna. Then he was failure. He felt very bad, appeared before Krishna. With tears in his 8 eyes, he said, I'm sorry, my Lord, I couldn't recognize you. Please forgive me. To please the Lord, he spoke Brahma Samhita. There he said, Ishvaraha Parama Krishna, Satchit Ananda Vigraha, Anadir Adir Govinda, Sarva Karana Karanam. Ishwar means controller. Brahman is saying, I was thinking I am the controller, but my Lord, you are the supreme controller. And your form, many people say there's no form. It's very, very bad to say God has no form. If God is all powerful, why he has to stay formless? Answer me this question. Say, yeah, God is all powerful, he has no form. Why he has to say he has a form? His form is described by Brahmaji. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sat Chit Ananda Vigraha. His Vigraha is Sat Chit Ananda. Eternal, Sat, full of, is eternal, full of knowledge, and Anandamay, eternal and blissful. So, Krishna, who is full of knowledge, eternal and blissful, we belong to him. We are his children. But we are naughty children of our Father Krishna. We wanted to enjoy independent of him. See how much independence is going on in the whole world. Here in the Western world, women wanted to be independent. But Prabhupada never submitted before them. He proved how you are not independent. You have to be dependent. So we misuse that independence, minute independence given to us by Krishna. That we have fallen into this material world, which is full of miseries, full of problems, birth, death, old age, disease. In the chapter 13, verse 9, Krishna is saying, Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukha doshanu darshanam. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukha dosh. Birth, death, old age, disease, faults, problems. Lord is saying, see them. We come to see the Lord in the temple. Lord is recommending in the 13th chapter, verse 9, you see this. Why? so that you can get out of this. Right now you are lost in this material world. Devotees, another example, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, little boy, his parents are sending him to school. But because of his childish nature, he doesn't want to go to school. What he wants? He wants to stay at home and play. Playing is okay, but school going is very important. Many times it's seen that children don't want to go to school. Generally it happens. Because of, and parents understand he is a child, he is a boy, his childish nature he doesn't want. So good parents force their children, you have to go to school. It's very important for you to go. Similarly, a boy, because of childish nature, he is reluctant to go to school. We, because of in ignorance, we don't want to come to the shelter of Krishna. We want to make a permanent place in a temporary material world. This is our foolishness. So many came, they made big places. Where are they now? So many kings in the past came. So many killing. Hitler has killed so many people. Killing going on because foolishness. I am the master of high life survey. I can do whatever I like to do. And they glide down to the hellish condition, go to the hell, which they don't understand. Because of ignorance, we don't understand the things as they are. But Srila Prabhupada is explaining us the things as they are. And those who have little intelligence or some pious credit, they can understand the things as they are. So devotees, the purpose of life is to attain Krishna. We don't have any other purpose here. So no point, let us come to this point. How to attain Krishna? How we can go to Krishna? In one place in Purport, Prabhupada is saying, in the chapter 4, verse 34, path of self-realization is very difficult. Definitely very difficult. But Srila Prabhupada, by the mercy of these two lords, Gaur Nitai, they are the Lord of this age of Kali. Gaur Nitai appeared to save us from gliding down towards the hellish condition. So Lord Chaitanya gave very simple process, simple method. Lord Chaitanya in Shikshashtak, what he said, first thing what we should be doing he uttered 8 verses. As Vyasadevi wrote all the Vedas, Puranas, Upanishads. But as Chaitanya, he spoke whole Bhagavad Gita. Now he knew our position, we are very fallen people of Kali Yuga. So he only uttered 8 verses, Shikshashtak. What he said in the first verse? Cheto darapadamajanam bhava mahadavagani nirvapanam shrayakeriva chandrika vitaranam vidyavadu jivanam anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam purnamrita swadanam sarvatma sanapanam param bhajayate Sri Krishna Samkirtanam. Glory to Sri Krishna Samkirtan, which cleans the heart of all the dust accumulated for years together and extinguish the fire of conditional life of repeated birth and death. This Samkirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spread the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. And it increases the ocean of transcendental bliss. And it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. We want to be happy, we want nectar, but We are looking for a nectar in wrong place. So, nectar we can have if we cleanse the mirror of our heart. If mirror is covered with the dust, can we see our face in that mirror? Only one person is saying, others are quiet. Maybe you may be able to see in the capital of the Canada. Nobody is saying. We mutter, can we see if mirror is covered with the dust?
No.
Yes. We can't see. Then maybe, it's the capital of Canada, What is the name of this place? Ottawa, capital of Canada. So we cannot see our face. What is our face? I am not this body. Spiritual life begins from here. I am not this body. Then who I am? I am soul. Aham Brahmasmi. I am Brahma. I am the part of Supreme Brahma Sri Krishna. Aham Brahmasmi. I am not this body. So, Lord Chaitanya, who is most merciful Lord, we all need to take his shelter. We should all worship him. Our great Acharya, Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, last one. Jagannath Das Babaji lived for 144 years. And he was transcendental personality. He said, in Satyuga, we were worshipping, there was incarnation Satyuga, so Hansa Bhagavan. In Treta Yuga, Ram Bhagavan. In Dwapar Yuga, Krishna Bhagavan. And in Kali Yuga, Chaitanya Bhagavan. Srila Babaji Maharaj is saying, we should worship the incarnation of this age, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Other incarnations, they are transcendental, they are all wonderful, but they were for that ages. Golden age, silver age, copper age and iron age. This is the iron age. The age of quarrel, the age of hypocrisy, the age of fighting, age of backbiting, and age of dirty politics, filthy politics. We are trying to pull legs up each other because that's in us, inside us. We don't like to see somebody making progress. No. I am not making progress. Why he is making? Pull his leg. This is the Kali Yuga. So Kali Yuga, so how we can be delivered then? The Lord Chaitanya said, cleanse the mirror of your heart. Cheto Darpan Marjanam. And how the mirror can be cleansed? By chanting this Mahamantra, the great chant for deliverance. This Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Sometimes it is seen that when devotee is looking for something, other asks, Prabhu, what are you looking? You look like worried, but you lost something. Yes, I lost my bead bag. Yesterday chant with great difficulty, 16 rounds, today he can't find his bead bag. What is the recommendation of Lord Chaitanya? He said, Naam gane sada ruchi, repeat. Kirtaniye sada hari. Develop the taste to chant Hare Krishna all the time. Sada means all the time. All the time do kirtan. Why? We say, we have so many other things to do, or whatever other things are there, they are waste of time. Just waste of time. Because you are here to revive your original consciousness, Krishna consciousness, but unfortunately you are becoming conscious of bodily conscious, sense enjoyment conscious, eating conscious, sleeping conscious. You are becoming conscious of all these things. These things you did in the animal life also. There is one bear in the Western world, in Canada maybe, polar bear. He sleeps for 6 months. Is that right? Huh? Some like sleeping. I had one very rich man. He happened to come in my contact. He was in Delhi. He was living in a house of 100 crore ka ghar tha uska. 100 crore. How many millions you can just calculate yourself. So he happened to meet me, and he said, "Oh Maharaj, I want you to be my guru." I said, "Then you have to chant Hare Krishna." Unfortunately, couldn't chant. I tried my level best. So, when I was in Delhi, I used to go to see him. One day he was sleeping. There are 24 hours sleep. For sleeping, he used to sleep 25 hours. And if you wake him up, and you wake up polar bear while sleeping, he is very horrible then. I came from far somewhere, and he was sleeping. I woke him up. "Maharaj, no, I'm sleeping. I can't talk to you. No." So sleeping is there in the animal kingdom. If someone's eating, I like to eat. If people in the North America, they eat, very voracious eater. They eat. So much eating. So, and elephant, how much he eats? He has very big belly, he eats. We were doing, and people is very prevalent in the Western world, sex life. Man is attracted to a woman, woman is attracted to a man. Here, all the problem starts from here. Prabhupada personally trained me this. Prabhupada said, "Now Yogendra, illicit sex is abominable. Very, very sinful. Very, very sinful." And they think the purpose of life to enjoy sex life. This is there in the animal life. Dogs, cats, animals. This one shloka in the Bhagavatam, Lord Rishabdev, Haribol. Lord Rishabdev shloka is, Lord Rishabdev saying, "Nayam deka deka bhajana loke, kashtana kamaharite bidbujamaje, tapo divyam putra kayena satyam, shuddhaye samad brahma saukyam tavanta." Lord Rishabdev, he was incarnation of Godhead. He was a king. And Lord Rishabdev said, "My dear son," he has 100 sons. He said, "My dear sons, this human form of life is not meant for enjoyment." What is he saying? He's saying that this is in the Bhagavatam 5th canto, 5th chapter and 1st shloka. Lord Rishabdev told his sons, "My dear boys, of all the living entities who have accepted material bodies, we also have accepted the material body, and all the living entities have material bodies. In this world, one who has been awarded this human form should not work hard day and night simply for sense gratification. Those who have accepted this human form, those who have been awarded this human form, should not work hard day and night simply for sense gratification." Why the Supreme Lord is saying like this? Which is available even for dogs and hogs that eat stool. Dogs and hogs, what they do? They eat stool. You think they have any discrimination enjoying their senses? Hogs in India, they eat stool. People pass stool in the street and then the hog comes and eat. Hog is waiting. So, she hogs had few, 5, 6 little, what you call them, hogs? Piglets, little piglets. And now they grow big. Big. What they do? They make mother also wife, sister also wife. Very easily available to them without any discrimination. So this human body is not meant for this, which is very prevalent, and Prabhupada has stopped this. Stop this if you want to return back home. Otherwise you will go to the kingdom of animals again. Go on enjoying the senses there and suffer like hell. One should engage in penance and austerity to attain the divine position of devotional service. We should attain divine position of devotional service. We should perform penance and austerity. To take trouble for spiritual advancement, that is austerity. Get up before 4 in the morning. Take bath. Chant Hare Krishna. I had a nephew, and he was younger than me, and this nephew, he was the son of my elder brother. So he used to call me uncle. From my childhood, young age, I used to get up early. It's some natural instinct, you can say. I will get up, he won't get up. So we were studying. I said, his name was Ghanshyam. So Ghanshyam get up. He said, uncle, this is the time I get nice sleep and you wake me up. After 4 is nice sleep, don't wake me up. He didn't like to get up, We like sleeping, we like mating, we like defending. Eating, sleeping, mating and defending. We were doing this in the animal life. In human life, these things are there, but under certain rules and regulations. We have to eat. About eating, Prabhupada explained, we have to eat to live, not live to eat. Prabhupada is saying. We have to eat to live, repeat. Not live to eat. People live, I have seen here, once I was in Toronto, long back. A young lady, she has brought her dog to pass the stool. One hand she was holding the leash, what do you call that? Leash. And other hand she was eating. No dog has passed stool. Whatever she was eating, he held it with that leash. And now pick up that stool of dog. Just see. Threw that in the bin and again started eating. What is this here? What is this here? So this is going on. People are busy in these things. But human life is meant for self-realization. Devotees, repeated in the scripture it is mentioned, this human form of life is very rare to achieve. Very rare to achieve. We should not waste this life. We should not waste. Haribol. We should not waste this for nothing, that. We are wasting this valuable human form of life for nothing, This life is meant to stop the cycle of birth and death, to meet our Lord Sri Krishna. This life is not meant for anything else. Devotees, Prabhupada has explained these things. I don't know about you people, but I think Prabhupada is a gift of Krishna to the whole world to explain us the things as they are. Prabhupada translated one Bhagavad Gita, one lady in North America. He was impressed by Prabhupada's speaking, and Prabhupada's personality was very impressive personality. So, Swamiji, can you recommend me one Gita to read? There are about 600 different commentaries on Bhagavad Gita in the Western world, in the whole world. Prabhupada, which one I can recommend to her? They have given their own commentaries. Who are you to change the words of Krishna? What is your credential? One was the President of India. He changed. He said these 5 senses are 5 Pandavas are 5 senses. There is no Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra is still there. This is going on. Prabhupada said once, Krishna's left to explain like you people explain Krishna's words. Krishna is not a human being, he is a Paurushaya. Krishna is the cause of all causes. Krishna is the source of everything. So, what Krishna is saying, we have 4 defects. Our first defect is, we are subject to commit mistake. Yes? Our second defect is, we have imperfect senses. Yes? Third defect is, we have cheating propensity. Yes? Fourth defect is, we are in illusion. Whatever knowledge will come from this defective body is going to be defective also. So these people are sitting so material seats, they think we are all in all and we can say anything, we can change the words of Krishna. This was a great humbug going on, Prabhupada translated Bhagavad Gita as it is. After reading Bhagavad Gita as it is, the lives of so many people around the world were changed, Because Prabhupada said 4 things. My books are the basis. Preaching is the essence. Purity is the force. Purity means I am above the mental plane. Prabhupada was above the mental plane. He was on the spiritual plane. He presented Krishna's words as it is, without any change. So we should not waste our time here and there, but time is very short. I will tell you a very sad thing today. One disciple, he was very, very old disciple. When we started our center in India, he was in the beginning. Yesterday, he did 12 o'clock Aarti, then evening Aarti. And today he left his body. He died. So what is the guarantee of this life? I don't know when I'm going to die. I was saying, the calling, we are very sorry and he has left his body. We all have to leave one day. Who is going to stay here? Is there anybody who is going to stay here? If anybody is thinking like this, please raise your hand. I like to have his darshan. Nobody. Our, this Dr. Madhupriya became very unhappy hearing about him, He was crying. Tears came in my eyes. So he was a nice person. Rendered service, was suddenly call came. Call can come to anybody, me, you, he, she. Nobody has any guarantee. Our god brother, Bhakti Charu Maharaj, came. Devotees in Ujjain were saying, Maharaj, don't go. This COVID is very serious. Don't go, no. Their warriors are fighting and I must go. Commander should also go in the field. He couldn't go back, left his body. So who has guarantee? Nobody has guarantee. So we should remember Krishna said that Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Dukkha Doshanu Darshanam. You see, birth, death, old age, disease, they are for everyone. Because of ignorance, we forget these things and keep ourselves busy in temporary things. There is one story in Mahabharata. Story in Mahabharata is like this. Devotees are generally given trouble by the non-devotees. Pandavas were all devotees. Yudhishthira, Bhim, Arjun, Nakal, Sahadev. They were all wonderful personalities. But Duryodhana was a very heinous person. His father, Dhritarashtra, Prabhupada used to say, he was blind materially, he was not able to see, he was blind spiritually also. Sometimes people materially blind, spiritually they have insight. He was blind both ways. He was supporting his stupid son, Duryodhana. And Pandavas now went questioning to the forest for 12 years for no reason. Cheating, nonsense. And they never complained. Prabhupada, I heard once Prabhupada speaking, so you read Mahabharata, nowhere In the Mahabharata, Pandavas are complaining. Pandavas knew who's Krishna. They knew he's Krishna. He's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Mother Kunti also knew. All the Pandavas knew. But they never complained, Krishna, my Lord, you have appeared as our brother. Why we are suffering so much? They never complained. In whichever condition they were put in, they took as the blessings of Krishna. Now they are in the forest. And Yudhishthira Maharaj, elder one, he expressed, I'm thirsty. Forest, where to find the water now? Younger Sahadev, Nakul and Sahadev. Sahadev said, brother, I will go and find water somewhere. With a pot, he came to look for the water. He found one very nice, lake, beautiful lake. Wonderful water. He said, let me drink some, and some I will take for my brother. Because in the forest we are in the forest. So when he tried to drink the water, put on his palm, and there was a sound in the sky. Before you drink this water, answer my questions. Sahadev heard this, but he didn't care for that. He drank that water. What happened? He died there. Then Nakul, brother went, then second from the bottom, Nakul came, he saw his brother is dead there. Finding the lake, and he was also thirsty. Let me drink and then take for my brother, then find out what happened to my brother. How much Krishna tests his devotees. When he tried to drink some water, again the sound in the sky. Before drinking this water, answer my questions. He didn't care. He drank and he died. Now Arjun came, he also died. Bhim also came, he also died. 4 brothers are dead there at the bank of the lake. Now, Yudhishthira Maharaj, he came. Looking my 4 brothers went, none came back. He saw 4 brothers are dead. He was originally very thirsty. Let me drink some water and find out what happened to my brothers. When he tried to drink, again sound came in the sky. Before you drink this water, same thing will happen to you also, which happened to your brothers. So, his palms were full of water. He threw back water to the lake. With folded hand he stood. He said, who you are? He said, I am, what he said? Yaksh. I am Yaksh. I am the owner of this lake. Nobody can drink water without my permission. Your brothers didn't care for me, that's why they died. I have some questions to you. If you answer my question, then one by one your brother can come back. One question was asked by the Yaksha. Actually, that Yaksha was Dharmaraj, superintendent of death. Yamaraj is Dharmaraj. Dharmaraj is for the devotees, and Yamaraj is for the sinful people. Same person. So, he said that Yudhishthira Maharaj's reply was, most wonderful thing in this material world is, everybody sees somebody dying. Like we saw today, this devotee, disciple has died. We see every now and then people are dying. People are seeing that people have died, but he thinks about himself, I am not going to die. This is the most wonderful thing in this material world. We are all going to die, but I think I won't die. I am not going to die. This is most wonderful. If I think I am going to die, then I will become serious. There was one devotee, he became doctor. A doctor since he was not doctor qualified, he learned this Hare Krishna mantra, and he was curing people with the Hare Krishna mantra. Many people he cured. People call him a doctor. So, his name was Suresh, Dr. Suresh. He used to say, one who is suffering from cancer, he is very fortunate. I said, how you say this? He knows that he is going to die now. He is fortunate, he should chant Hare Krishna and go to Krishna. So, we don't think that I am going to die. But devotees, brothers and mothers, we are all going to die. Nobody is going to stay here. Sooner or later we are all going to leave. So, how we can prepare ourselves for the departure from this material world? A remedy is given by Srila Prabhupada, originally given by Gaur-Nitaya Panchatattva. A remedy is, Lord Chaitanya said, Uthite vaisite, Uthite vaisite, Khaite shuite, Yatha tatha naam le, Desh kaal niyam nahi, Sarv siddhi hoye. While standing, sitting, lying down, eating, just chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. It's not that you can chant now and you cannot chant. No, in all circumstances you can chant. Desh kal niyam nahi, sarv siddhi hoye, you will attain all perfection. My question to you is, what is the real perfection in life? Who can answer? Raise your hand. I ask you to raise hand. Who else knows what is the real perfection in life? Only one person has raised the hand. Any Mataji? Nobody knows. Yes.
In the constant service of Krishna.
Huh?
In the constant service of devotion service.
Real perfection is we become conscious of Krishna. We become Krishna conscious. That is the perfection of life. Prabhupada said that if you have $100,000, no, Canadian dollar is also very powerful, but American dollar. You have $100,000, you need to bury for $10. $10 also comes in the 100,000. Other things of this material world, just like $10, we should become conscious of Krishna, thinking all the time Krishna. The Lord Chaitanya is recommending, and Prabhupada's recommendation is same. Utite, vaisite, khaite, shuite. Yatha tatha naam le, desh kal niyam nagi, sarv siddhi hoye. We should make our life in a such a way, all the time I am remembering Krishna. All the time I am thinking of Krishna. Let us chant little Hare Krishna. Now it's turn of all of you to repeat after me with the love and devotion and louder. Where is Mridanga player? He's gone somewhere. Huh? Mridanga was gone there. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribol GT. Put on bag here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jaya Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura. Save yourself from pain. There are not.
Krishna. We have here some devotees. We have 14. And similarly, if you have any questions within the temple, perhaps you could raise your hand. We've got a hand here. Yes, very well. Here you go.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you for the wonderful class and the lecture. My question is, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Yam Yam Yagasmas Manabhavanti Kayajate Klevaram.
Tam eva kaunteya sadata.
And Mata Kunti asked for pain and suffering to Krishna. Because if we have the pain and suffering, we will remember Krishna more. So what's our mood or what's our prayer for Krishna will be, so that at the time of death, if we remember Krishna, we can go back to the Godhead. So,
What should be our mood?
yeah, what should be for
Our prayers, I just mentioned the saying of Lord Chaitanya, Kirtaniye Sadahari Naam Gane Sadaruchi. Keep on chanting all the time, develop your taste for chanting, and when mirror of the heart will be cleansed, then gradually we will understand everything. All the answers will come and guidance will come, intuitions will come. Welcome, thank you.
Ruchi in the holy name. So, what should we do, or specifically, what should the process that we should chant with the complete absorption?
Increase the ruchi, increase the taste. We don't have taste. Right now, we are sick people. You understand? Prabhupada explained, it's just like a man suffering with the jaundice. And if you give him sugar candy, it doesn't taste him sweet. It tastes him bitter. But he has to use the brain. Sugar candy is sweet, but I am sick, that's why it's not tasting me sweet, but I have to keep on taking this. Just like sugar candy, you keep on taking the holy name. Gradually when disease will be cured, same holy name you will enjoy. You will be happy. Keep on chanting in all circumstances. Lord Chaitanya said, Lord, chant Naam Gane Sadaruchi, Kirtaniye Sadari. You have a question in the back?
Question in the back? No? So, I guess, so everybody here is convinced that there's no taste in the material world, whatever Maharaj has said. Is everybody fully on board with that?
Yes. Yes.
No questions? Wow.
Very good.
Very good. So, thank you all. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for coming and giving us your association. And it was really wonderful. Thank you all of our guests also for coming and hearing. And right now, I guess we'll be serving prasadam, so